So last week, started off, we met Bigg Constantine. He was a high elf prize fighter. He was participating in an underground fighting ring, which is being held in the back of an inn and tavern. We also met Eowyn's Song, who was a small-time half-elf crook, Wilbis Fappleback, an older magic-using gnome in exile, and a mysterious northern warrior by the name of Ivarn Bludaxe. After a few brief altercations, the group went about their individual business. Bigg Constantine, Ivarn, and Wilbis, they did a little bit of remodeling upstairs. Eowyn was selling some mysterious drugs to people who were coming to see that fight. And eventually it came to a bit of a head when Wilbis was attacked by a group of some racist kobold prize fighters at the bar. Violence, chaos ensued, and eventually everybody came together and killed all three of them. Now, almost immediately afterwards, Eowyn's boss, who was a mobster gnome by the name of Jimmy Chestnut, arrived at the tavern with a few other people. One of them was Callus Fangrel, who was a half-snake, half-man business mogul. And after a few tests of faith, Ivarn revealed that he was actually a bounty hunter who was sent by some mystery employer to kill that businessman. The revelations had to be cut short because the tournament began downstairs, and in an effort to make some quick cash, Ivarn joined the roster and threw the fight, giving everybody a lot of gold. And as Bigg Constantine kind of rose up in the tournament, finally he reached the last opponent of the evening, which was a giant constrictor snake. The fight got a little bit close. Bigg Constantine got down to 1 HP at some point, but eventually, with some help from Wilbis and Eowyn, he was able to best it, and he killed the snake. And after this fight, as the rest of the audience was clearing out, the gang was able to isolate and corner Dwyer, who was another low-level crook who was working for Jimmy Chestnut.
I forgot about that.
Through a large amount of torture and interrogation, Dwyer confessed that even though he himself was merely a low-ranking doorman, he knew that Callus Fangrel was using his shipping company as a front to distribute Surge, which was a magical performance-enhancing drug that had previously taken the West by storm. Before much else could be learned, though, Ivarn abruptly killed Dwyer with his own knife.
Justice for Dwyer.
Well, we will see. Maybe.
No justice for this.
No justice. There was not much love for him when he was alive. But yeah, we threw his body in the alleyway outside of the tavern. We went up for the evening to Wilbis's room. We tucked ourselves in. We took a long rest. And that is where we are going to find ourselves this morning. At this point, it's 7 a.m. We're back in this tavern. We've woken up. It's a little bit chilly because, it's drafty. There's no heat in this part of the world. So as you guys are waking up, go ahead, Danny, first of all. Let's have a D20 for Ivarn's arthritis check. As you're waking up, you're stretching, seeing how you're doing this morning.
14.
A 14. You're feeling pretty good, actually.
I'm feeling good. Okay, good.
A little bit better than yesterday, in fact. Notably better. As you're stretching in the morning, you're noticing that there's some ease to your movements that wasn't there yesterday. Maybe you're finally off this carriage, and that's what it is, but you're feeling good. Let's see here.
I feel good after.
Everybody go ahead and give me a general perception check. Start out.
12.
10.
7. 8.
Okay. Hang on a minute here. Wait. Who's, I guess that's... Okay, yeah. So, Wilbis, you're technically coming in with a mild success here, I guess.
Over half.
Still, you do not notice this. You kind of wake up and see it instead. As you wake up, first of all, where are you in the room? I assumed you were in the box sleeping.
Yeah, I would say in the bed, but that's much better. So yeah, definitely like in the box, waking up.
Okay.
Like emerging from the box, like poking my head up.
Alright, so as you wake up, you yawn, you bring your head up over the rim of the box that you were sleeping in. I guess it would be directly across from you if you are in that box. And there's a little plump raven that's sitting in the open window, and it looks very well fed, very well groomed. It's got a little note that's tucked in this little band around its claw. Are you doing anything? Go ahead and give me a
I'm gonna read it.
history or a wisdom check first. History
or
and
wisdom?
intelligence, actually.
10.
10. Okay. It's a bird with a message. Birds carry messages sometimes.
I want to go and I want to read the message.
All right. So you open up this little parcel. You fold it one way. It's folded multiple times, and as you unfold it for the first time, you reveal a name. Would you be able to read?
I would say yes, because he has the book, because he was the leader of a settlement.
Well,
I would
the
say...
book has not been opened.
He's 200.
I don't know if you give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Who can read?
Oh god, yeah, this is huge. It's
Yeah, because you never had a formal education.
I guess. Come on, Wilbis.
Davos scenario.
Oh, 21.
21.
Let's go.
Yeah, you've done a little bit. Bit of a self-taught bookaholic a little bit. You've read some stories. You read stories to the gnomish kids where you came from. But yeah, you open up this note and you see when you first open it, this first level of the fold, there is a name. It says it's Eowyn's name in the note. Are you going to continue to unfold it?
I will say no. I will keep it folded up and I will hand it to who it was intended to go
How
to.
honorable.
Thank you.
That was so
Alright.
nice of Wilbis.
All right. I will say everybody's probably woken up at this point. You
Okay.
guys see Wilbis messing with this bird. Eowyn, go ahead and give me a intelligence or history check with advantage here.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nat 20, perfect. So you know, this is Jimmy Chestnut's Raven. In this world, it was a bit of a recent advancement, both kind of technologically as well as naturally scientifically, I guess. But ravens are kind of the way that people give mail, kind of similar to Game of Thrones, except more at an intimate level of the Harry Potter universe, I'd say. For whatever reason, the wizards of the time have been able to engineer almost a Wi-Fi signal of sorts between these ravens. Once a raven has become acclimated to you, it can kind of find you. It pings to you wherever you are in the world. So people frequently find ravens coming to them even though they don't I didn't give anybody my address. They know where they are at all times. So you recognize this as Jimmy Chestnut's raven, Pistachio, who's quite well groomed. He's fat, he's well fed. What are you doing? Wilbis has just handed you this note.
I take the note and I open it up to myself.
Got you. All right, so you read the note.
No little trick.
It says,
Yeah, you have a lot of gold, right? Nothing.
Nothing to give, nothing to spare.
nothing to spare. All right, you open up this note. It says, I don't write nothing down. So come on down to Zippy's Bakery whenever you get the chance. Got a few questions for you. Jimmy.
Jimmy.
And Zippy's Bakery you've been to before.
Is it nearby?
It's sort of nearby. I believe it's south of where you are now. Yes, it's south of where you are now. It's pretty much a mob place, but everybody likes it. It's in the shopping district of the city, which is closest to the main entryway. You guys have a few businesses that you have conducted yourselves in over there, but generally speaking, it's a safe area of town.
You guys want to go shopping today? I know we made a lot of money last night. I just feel the need to stop by there.
I hate shopping. But I guess I'll tag along.
I would go.
I will go too.
Oh,
go.
that's so dandy.
We're gonna get robbed.
No, probably
Yeah.
not. I heard it's quite nice this time.
baby.
Gotcha. Okay, so we all hitting the streets?
Shopping.
Hitting the streets, got you. Okay, so you guys kind of finally come out of this inn. I will say, as you guys are walking out, it seems to be a slower day, you notice, as you're coming out. Wilbis, go ahead, give me a wisdom or perception check as you're exiting
Well, this is
inn.
another turn.
Oh. Wait, wisdom or perception?
Or perception, that's right.
19.
19. The innkeeper hasn't shown up yet. You don't know him, but it's a little bit weird, you think, especially on this first day that you're kind of fully in his care. You don't know him that well, once again, but you do make note of his absence.
Okay.
So as you guys are leaving this inn, you do have a bit of a choice. So you guys are going to the shopping district. You're going southwards. Fulbert's inn is kind of at the center of this lower class housing area. So as you guys are going south, you can take two separate ways there. You can take a long way through that kind of city street area. You can cut through a street market, which is Eowyn you've been to sometimes before. You probably sold drugs there a few times. Honestly, it has. It's a bit of like a people's market. You know, you can find odds and ends there. And if you do want to as well, you could cross through the most guarded part of the city square, which is just north of the shopping district. It's it's the most pretty part, but there are the most police there. So,
Fuck the police.
Let's not head that way. I think I should take you guys on a little tour. I know you've met, but I know this place. It's a place. There's lots of options for shopping there on the way to more shopping. How do you feel?
I'd be down.
Got money to burn, baby.
Exactly.
I got money to burn. Whatever it takes to get there, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're going to this kind of street market?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so as you guys are heading southwards, as you're walking through these city streets, the residential buildings slowly get a little bit shorter and shorter until they're not buildings at all. Some of them are half of buildings, some of them are decrepit, some of them are just tents. But you come into this little market square. And as you do, there's this kind of central area to the kind of market square, and it's a little circle, and this is, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to illustrate this in video game terms. In Saint Denis, in Red Dead Redemption 2, there's that part where you can sell your furs to the trapper. It's kind of like that. There are a few shops that are interactable. You can find probably what you're looking for there, but a few are noteworthy.
Perhaps can we get some trinkets?
Trinkets?
Of
Sure.
sorts?
Go
Trinkets,
ahead.
artifacts, such?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Constantine, go ahead and give me a let's see here.
Little investigation?
Yeah, investigation check. Give it with advantage. You've been here before.
20.
All right.
17 plus 3.
Yeah, so with that, we'll go with the 20. And that is a perfect roll there. Instantly, your eye is attracted to this stand that has a purple cover on it. It's striped, it's dark. As you look at the fabric itself, you can see the pattern which has these ornate animals on it. It almost looks for a second like these animals are moving. You know this as the magical items vendor. And this is where you've kind of seen before a lot of things that you haven't had access to. Of course, you all now have a bit of money, but you do know as well that they're on the pricier end of goods in the town.
I guess when I clink a couple on the counter to get his attention.
Click a couple on the counter. All right. So you let's see. Go ahead and give me a performance check.
19.
19.
Nice. He didn't pursue
Okay. So you give this this desk a little tap with your coins. This woman turns around. She's a wood elf. Which is a very rare species in Rovanna. They are like high elves, kind of like yourself in bone structure, physical features. Their complexion's a little bit different. Their hair is a little bit more colorful. Some of them grow flowers on the sides of their hair. They're just more nature-oriented as a people. But you see this wood elf turn around and say, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Another elf. What a lovely sight to see.
Thank you. Are you looking for something particular?
Perhaps a magical trinket of sorts.
A magical trinket of sorts. Well, I don't know your face, but I'll go ahead and tell you. I don't sell to just anyone. No, I can't guarantee the discretion of each buyer. And I want to do that. Some of these items are a bit rare in nature.
Discretion.
It's very important to me. And if you buy something, perhaps you'll see just what I'm talking about. But
Nothing here screams discretion to me. And frankly, I don't believe anything you have would require discretion.
go ahead and give
And you
me
can prove me wrong.
give me either a perception check or an investigation check.
17.
17. Okay.
14 plus 3.
Yeah, you know this stand is infamous. People talk about it. It's not open all the time. The items that it has, they rotate daily, but the selection's pretty limited. Now, that being said, as far as the validity of this saleswoman go, you don't know her all that well. You are able to surmise there is a chance of you being scammed here. Most of the stories that you know are good, but you're acutely aware of that possibility.
I look at her right in the face and say, listen, I know where I am right now. And frankly, I don't know who you are, but I know that I have money and I'm willing to buy. And if you scam me at all, I'll burn this cart down. I'll smash it to pieces.
I like that.
And you'll die within it.
Go ahead and give me a performance or intimidation check. Are you guys watching Big Constantine at this stand? Are you guys?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Ivarn? This is happening.
Looking for like a cool place to actually go.
A cool, an actual
20. Not 20.
nat 20, and that's on intimidation.
Yeah.
Looking for a drug dealer. Maybe.
Okay, you're looking for a drug dealer.
No, you're literally traveling.
Yeah.
To get some Quaaludes. on the
Okay,
way.
you go ahead, give me an investigation check. And you do it with advantage, since you do this professionally. That being said, Big Constantine,
I don't think I need to reroll.
you're looking good there, yeah. So Big Constantine, as you see Ivarn walk off, kind of a distant look in his eye, this woman seems moved by your words. She says, okay, I don't want to cause a scene here. It's better for both of us if we just calm down. She opens up this back room that she's made, parted by the curtain. She says, well, I only, to be honest with you, I only sell in, one item per day. My items are costly, and if I can sell that item, I can make enough to scrape by. And it's just better if I don't keep all of my wares in the same place at the same time.
Fair enough.
She opens up this area, like I said, she pulls this wooden box out. It's a medium wooden box, probably about the size of this table, I'd say. Maybe 4.5 feet. Could house anything in it. She looks at you and says, now, like I said, discretion is an integral part of what I do here. So to kind of ensure both of our safety, I do require a down payment. Now, each of these items is going to cost you 1,000 gold. I require a down payment of a fourth of that.
250. I can give you 250 for a down payment.
250? Okay. Do you want to give it to her right now?
I can give you 250 for a down payment,
Okay.
but I can give you 500 if you reduce the price to 900.
Let's go ahead and have a persuasion check here. 250. And then we'll see.
Fine.
Okay. So you slide her 250. Go ahead and roll me a d6. And we're gonna see what's inside of this box.
3.
No. 3.
That's the middle.
Okay. Neat. So you open up this box. Immediately, you feel like you've been scammed. You see a small pouch. Do you want to open that pouch? Looks like a little leather pouch.
Sure.
You open it up. To you, it looks like gunpowder. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Wilbis, are you there as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eowyn, are you at the...
Yeah.
You're with... Go ahead and give me that perception check with advantage. You've probably seen this stuff before.
Me too.
I need some help, guys. I got 7.
18.
Okay.
Do I get advantage too?
You do not.
Okay, so I got an 8.
Do I know the woman working the stall?
Give me a history check.
13.
13.
79 now.
You don't know her, you know of her. She has a brother who lives half of the time in the city, half the time in the woods outside of the city. She gets her items in some kind of weird way, but most people get a good deal there. Alright, now that being said, so what you find in there, Eowyn, you are the only one who recognizes this. What Big Constantine has just purchased with this down payment here is dust of disappearance. What this does is when you throw it in the air, it essentially renders you invisible for a few minutes, and you can move a very quick distance undetected. It's a good stealth item. I don't think you've never used it before, but you definitely know of it. This is quite useful, you would think.
I wait to see his reaction.
They go, what is this?
Let's see. What did you get for your perception check?
7. I said, what is this? 7. I
think-
have no idea what this is, right?
Yeah, you think it's probably gunpowder, actually. She says, well, it's dust. It's been developed in Verlany some years ago. It's a powder that they've just perfected its recipe. It's the dust of disappearance. I'm not trying to call your character into question here. But if you're ever trying to get out of a situation in a hurry, if you throw some of that in the air, you might find yourself with a good distraction.
There's no way I can get a little tiny discount on this?
Unfortunately, I can't budge, my friend.
Alright, I'll give you the rest of 750.
Alright, yeah.
This
So go ahead and deduct that 1,000. She looks at you guys, doesn't know either of y'all. And because she's sold her item for the day, she kind of retreats back into her stand. Ivarn, you rolled a perception check earlier.
22.
Investigation 22. That's right. So as you're walking around this little street market here, you come across another vendor. This is a food vendor. Seems to be a butcher selling some raw chicken, fish, shellfish. But what's immediately weird to you is the clothes that he's dressed in. Now, a fish catcher is a very common job for this area. There are plenty of them. There are not plenty of fish on that stand. None of them are remarkable. This guy seems pretty well off. You didn't see him dealing drugs, but maybe he knows a thing or two about it.
Yeah. Those are some awfully nice duds for a fisherman who doesn't have any fish. What's the deal with that?
It's, I sold my fish. Give me a perception check here.
12.
12. You're onto something. There's something more to this stand, even, than meets the eye. Maybe there's something more to these fish than meet the eye.
I slam my fist down on the counter and I say, cut the shit with me. I know something's up here. Using intimidation.
Go ahead and give me, roll for that.
A 20.
20. Okay, alright. I mean, it's, sure, alright? I'm selling, but it's not something that I do personally, alright? I'm being blackmailed here. I'm just trying to get out of a bad situation.
Your situation means nothing to me. What are you selling?
He lifts up one of these fish, this big salmon that he's got, and he kind of motions you to look under the table like someone would in elementary school if they're going to pass you a note. As he does this and you tilt your head down, he reaches into the fish's mouth, pulls out a small bag of surge, and pushes it back in.
How much are you selling that for?
I'm sorry?
How much is that?
I mean, 50.
45.
Persuasion, intimidation, depending on how you want to go with it.
Oh, wow. 9. I was not expecting
I
that.
mean, I'm in a sticky situation as is. The price is 50.
I'll keep this in mind and maybe I'll come back to you.
Please don't tell anyone.
Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you.
It benefits me.
Cool. Alright, so you kind of nod at this fish seller. Go ahead and make me an insight check here.
Oh, 14.
14. This is sloppy. Based off of what you knew about Callus when you were briefed on him, what you saw of him at the fight, it is a downgrade for him to be selling this openly.
I returned to him. I have a mission to complete. Tell me, who are you working for?
I don't even know his name. This, a half-elf guy walked by with a gnome earlier. He had this big bag of stuff. Told me that he needed to sell all of it and quickly, so he just kind of pushed it to me. I figured the fish would be the best place to hide it. But I don't know anything other than that.
This half-elf and this gnome. They sound awfully familiar to me. Where did they go?
They went to the bakery. They came by an hour ago. You can't miss it. Zippies, everybody loves it.
Zippies, alright.
Free
Tell me about the
advertising.
Zippies. I have not heard of this place.
Free appetizers.
What?
Free appetizers.
I mean, every now and then they got free appetizers. Yeah, it's a bakery. What more do you want to know? I mean, sometimes people hang out there, but I'm just a fisherman.
What kind of people? What kind of clientele are at this bakery?
I mean,
it's fishy to me.
It's
It's not just the fucking fish on the table.
it's one of those things. It's kind of a mob joint. Kind of looks around.
Thank you. Have a good day. I empathize with your situation. I come off as a little mean sometimes, but my heart is with you. And I walk away.
Okay. So you walk away from this guy. You've ascertained that it does seem like he's just kind of a guy in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Wilbis, you haven't really done
I
a ton
a guy
here.
in a bad spot?
You just watched
That's different. He was
Big
malicious.
Constantine and
This guy's
Eowyn
not
obtain this powder from the magic items vendor in the
I gotta
square.
fix the karma score.
Are you doing anything while we're in the market?
I think you're kind of looking around for magical items.
Magical
I guess
items?
you could say. Yeah.
So go ahead and give me an insight check.
16.
This woman at the market has monopoly. There is, at least here, no one else seems to be interested in that market. When she leaves, everyone is just like, oh, we're kind of done for the day. You know, when you saw Big Constantine buy this, a few people walked away from the market. She comes once, and she's the only person who has anything magical in the city.
Interesting. Alright.
Those money in the Lola.
Any kind of like armorers?
Right.
Not in the market square.
Alright. Could I like survey who's there? Just do like a general, just kind of like a people watching check?
Yeah, of course.
Just kind of
Insight check, perception check, whichever is higher.
16.
16. It's mostly just citizens of the town. It seems like there are a few these guards in copper armor. You can assume they were the city watch. They're walking around. It seems they're looking a bit, intently, but nothing outside of the ordinary. Doesn't seem like there's any reason for alarm right now or anyone suspicious.
Alright. What kind of shops are nearby?
So you see that Ivarn just interacted with this food vendor.
Yeah.
There's also a small stand. It's a tent that's attached to the side of an actual building. There's some bags that are on the ground there. It seems kind of like if you've been to New York City, right, when they kind of sell the bags directly on the street. A ton of these little just gray bags are lined up on a cloth, and there's this halfling salesperson kind of looking over it.
Can I go check it out?
Absolutely. So as you're walking up to this stand, the halfling notices you. Goes, hey, real quick! You look like a man who's in his bag.
Ooh.
How can I help you?
I'd say, what are you selling?
Well, what does it look like? I got bags here, my own personal make.
Ooh. What material are they made out of?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
10.
Got you. So you don't really know exactly what they're made out of, but each one seems slightly different. It might be an artistic choice. It might be because he just has different materials. But yeah, each one, there's a bit of a variety here. The one thing you do know for sure is they're all gray at the very least.
Am I here with him?
Do you want to be?
Can I investigate with him a little bit?
Sure thing. Go ahead and give me an
Can I help
investigation
him
check.
investigate here?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check as well.
9.
9. Yeah, you haven't seen any of these things either, so you guys are pretty much on the same page. What's it made out of? They're all kind of different here. That's fur, that's leather. What's going on with these bags?
What is his claim, like, what makes these bags better than normal bags? I wanna ask.
Oh, hey, that's just for you to find out. I will say, you haven't opened it yet. That's going to cost you 100 gold.
Whoa!
Whoa, don't look at me. I saw you drop some on another bag over there.
Yeah, but that bag had some things in it.
Well,
as
who's
well.
to say that mine don't?
Is there any way I could...
Well, how much is the bag in total?
100 gold.
Is there any way I could...
If you want to
kinda
do a...
pry a little bit, kind of get him to talk about what
What do you
I could
say?
expect.
Tell me what you say, and then I'll figure out what check to make.
Yeah. Is it the same item in every bag?
Give me an insight check, maybe investigation check. Eowyn, are you joining folks at this?
7.
7.
Are they busy enough to not notice my absence as I go to the bakery?
I would think so.
Okay, I'd do that.
Alright, so you dip out and go to the bakery. Yeah, you guys, there's no real way to ascertain what's in these bags. They are fully sealed.
Fuck.
Okay. I think.
I gotta beg for information at least one more time.
Yeah. Wait,
Like, give us something here, man.
I have a plan. Ready?
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go up to the guy and be like,
I'm interested in buying one of these bags and seeing what's inside of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be like, but I warn you, if I open it and I see that it's not worth my money, there's going to be a bit of an issue.
Oh, trust me. When you open it, there's
And
no clothes in that bag.
I kind of like.
Can I give you a $10 down payment on the bag to look at? Take a little tiny peek inside, a little sniff. Can I get a sniff?
I do payments in full, I'm afraid. Nature of the trade.
No sniff payments.
You guys both give me either perception checks or animal handling checks.
8.
8? Okay.
Yeah, 12.
12? Okay, we'll go up to 12. This guy is some kind of wild man. That's all you know. He's a wildsman by trade. He's got a little bit of fur on him. He works with animals on a daily basis. So maybe that means that these bags are a little bit better in material. Maybe that means something else. There is some kind of artistry going on with, his work in nature and with different species of animals.
So do you make these bags?
Matter of fact, I did.
Would these bags withstand the weight of a gnome?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah? You think your craftsmanship is good enough, or is it
Well,
suck?
it, I've got to say, it depends the bag.
Look, it depends on the gnome, I guess. What about this gnome?
Here.
It depends what bag.
Would he fit? Depends on the bag, and they're all the same price?
I can't tell you if he'd fit until you open the bag.
I have an idea.
Why?
I have an idea.
You'll see. Look, alright, most people find this endearing. Alright?
I have an idea.
This is my trope here.
Ready?
The trope has been an asshole.
I'm the mysterious salesman. You guys didn't even ask me my name. I don't think you asked the other girl. She's gone.
I don't care what you
I don't know her name. I don't want to know her name.
Alright, fine. What's your name? What's your name?
My name's Madge.
Ooh.
I forget. I instantly had to forget that name.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna cast a minor illusion. Can I maybe on the end of his stand, maybe like somewhere like near his stand, minor illusion, kind of like a banging sound, maybe that's something falling over or something, kind of like exploding, and when I catch his attention as he ventures off.
Okay, so what do you make? A bang noise?
I mean, yeah, just maybe like, I don't want to say an explosion, but maybe even an illusion of like something on fire, like at the back of his like stand.
Just a quick kind of burst, I guess? It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah. In terms like he saw like something's like, oh, what's that? So you go.
Okay, so you make this kind of like banging noise, I guess would be the accurate.
Yeah.
He goes, look, man, I've seen magic before. Alright? I watched you move your hands. Are you buying the bag or what? It's 100 gold. Come on.
Fine. You fucking asshole.
Alright, you put down this 100 gold? How about you, Wilbis? Are you buying one?
I want to wait and see him buy one first.
Okay.
Okay, but can we
Because
have, shopkeeper, can we have a deal here? He has to pay 100 gold if he wants to see what's in my bag.
I don't... You're gonna see when you open it.
Fine.
Am I
Can we
gonna
do-
see?
Can we do 2 bags for a discounted price? Maybe like 150.
Give me a
That's like
persuasion
the
check.
big steep discount.
Persuasion check at disadvantage, because this guy's starting to get annoyed.
You can get a discount. At the
13.
13. I guess that's still technically a success.
Your
I'll give it to
persuasion
you at
plus 7?
175.
Plus
175 for
plus
2. That's my final offer.
I'll pay 100. I'll pay 100. You pay 75.
Deal. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thank
you both roll me. Let's see here. First of all, yeah, take the 100 out of your inventory. You guys each roll me a D8. Let's see. 4 and 3.
Oh shit. We don't land on the upper end.
Okay, hang on a minute.
We got like fucking shit
Man.
in the bag.
Wilbis, okay. You reach into this bag. You can't see into it. It's a dark bag. It's carefully insulated, artistically made, to be perfectly honest. You reach in, you feel a bit of fur at the bottom of this bag. Is it lined? Go ahead and give me a perception check.
17.
17. Big Constantine. You reaching into your bag, you're opening it, looking in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You're just looking?
I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna look in.
You open it and look in. Okay. So you open this up, you look in, It's dark. Go ahead. You have dark vision, right? As a half elf.
Yeah.
How far does it say you can see?
60 feet.
60 feet. Give me a perception check with advantage.
Shut up.
16. Okay. Because of this, I'm gonna let you have an action here, just because you're one above a 15.
Oh my god.
You open it up, and inside you see, looking directly at you, the face of a very much alive, angry boar. What are you doing?
What the
5,
fuck?
4,
I turned around
3,
and pointed at him.
2.
I
You pointed at
him.
you pointed
I
at
pointed
the
at the
salesman.
shopkeeper. The shopkeeper. The fucking shopkeeper.
This boar rushes out, hits him. He's falling over. Wilbis, with the perception check, you know that whatever it is down there in the bag is a live animal.
Yeah.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh no. 17.
17. All right. You feel it at first, whatever it is, kind of get a little bit angry at you. You feel its muscles tense up. But then, as you I feel like you're a gnome, right? You're more inclined toward things. You might pet it a bit. It warms up to you and goes, and a little badger pokes its head out of your bag. You have a pet badger.
Oh! Let's go!
Who touchdown?
That is awesome.
That's great. Yeah, is it a boy or a girl?
Roll me a d20.
Um,
I guess we'll have boys be 1 through 10, girls be 10 through 20.
3.
3, it's a boy.
Boy.
Little boy badger. The one piece of fur that you felt was its penis.
Wait, was it what?
Its penis. You
Oh.
reached in and felt its cock.
Oh.
By mistake.
And he
But then maybe it wasn't.
no, he liked it. He started
He
to
was like, okay.
started rubbing a little
It
bit.
started to
Okay,
Fappleback a
okay,
bit.
well then now, if that's the first thing I felt, should I name him Dick?
No.
How creative.
Richard!
Richard?
That's the cute name
Richard.
of a badger.
All right.
Or
Yeah.
wait, or okay, should it be something cute like
You know, we'll figure it out. And I will let you know. So, this little badger, you will have to, in your early stages of your relationship, you're going to have to give animal handling checks in order to get him to act accordingly. That being said, he's still a little guy. He's got 3 hit points.
okay.
But he has a keen sense of smell. He has advantage on wisdom checks and perception checks that rely on smell. He can bite with a +2 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a cute little guy. He's got an armor class of 10. He
I
can
could
burrow
one
5
shot
feet into
kill
the
this
ground.
thing.
But yeah, I will say you also can keep your bag. That being said, your joy is a little bit short-lived. This shopkeeper has just been barreled over by this boar. Let's see, shit, I guess with a sneak attack, yeah, it'll be 1d6 slashing damage
To the shopkeeper?
to the shopkeeper. This shopkeeper is critically wounded. You see that his ribs are broken. He's like, oh, fuck me! He can't get up. He's incapacitated. The boar runs down the street back towards where you guys came from. Some of the cops run after him. What the fuck? They're running down the street chasing this boar. But yeah, the shopkeeper lies outstretched. You both have a new bag at the very least. You have a little badger now. Ivarn, you've assessed there's some weird operation going on where they've been seemingly offloading Surge wherever they can. But now we're going to cut to Eowyn, who is walking down to Zippy's Bakery right now. You come down, you finally made it into the shopping district, and Zippy's is at the northmost part of the shopping district, so you're there pretty quickly. You walk past this window. Are you looking to see before you go in, or are
I'll
you
take
just...
a quick glance.
Go ahead and give an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh, +5. 15.
15. So first of all, you see Jimmy Chestnut is sitting in a booth. He's got a half-elf to his left. If you want to give me a history check, you could, but at the very least, you know that this is one of Callus Fangirl's guys. 6. You don't know him, but yeah, he works for Callus probably if he's with Jimmy. So he's sitting there on one side of the booth. On the other side of the booth, you see a kobold. One of the kobolds from last night, actually. You recognize him as one of the ones who was in the bar, obviously the one who did not die. And to that guy's right, you see this big half-orc, who has a raven on his shoulder. Go ahead, let's see, what'd you get for your investigation there?
Roll again. I think it was a 15.
That being said, you can tell that this half-orc guy, he's involved somehow in the game. You don't know him yourself, but he's arguing on behalf of this kobold somehow.
I'm going in.
You're going in. Okay. Give me another perception check as you're walking in. Now that you're able to hear their conversation a bit.
7.
7. Okay. So yeah, you just hear bits and pieces of words here and there. It wasn't my fault. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You told him that he could participate. You know, just bits and pieces. But you see that they're still kind of very deep in conversation. I'm gonna go ahead and have Jimmy here roll a perception check to see you. Jimmy does not see you by a long shot. And yeah, what are you doing?
So they don't see me? I'd like to listen in a little more.
You'd like to listen in a little more?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an investigation check with advantage.
21.
21. Okay. So you begin to hear this half-orc talk. Listen, all right. He didn't sign up for this fight just so he couldn't participate. Now you know as well as I do that even though he's muscular, he doesn't stand a chance without his two brothers. All right, and that's just the bottom line. Look, all right, but I didn't tell him he should be stabbing gnomes either. All right, he wants to start shit, but give people for ending it. They're arguing because this half-orc somehow wants the kobold to be reimbursed. You also ascertain that the half-orc was the one who was paying the kobolds last night. He was betting on them to win.
Oh, and I have all his money.
That's right. Well, technically, I guess. Oh, do you have?
I have his money, but-
You have hit? Did you kept the kobold money, right?
Yeah, I walked away with
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you have his money. Jimmy is still kind of pleading with this guy. Look, man, all right. I know that those guys they didn't come back. However, you know, we had our own losses. All right. You know, there was. They say the law apprehended this pig. Ran out. She was on some kind of drugs. Talked to law enforcement. Say that they saw some people of mine there. I had another guy who straight up disappeared. I don't know what's going on tonight. All right. So you probably have a better idea of what's happening than I do. You tell me what I want. Maybe I can work with you. Well, if I don't get my money back, you better tell me where I can find some money.
Okay. Does it look like the rest of the kobold and the orc, are they getting up anytime soon? Or is it a heated debate?
It seems to you that they will not get up until there is some kind of reimbursement situation.
Okay, I'd like to insert myself in this conversation. Is there anywhere for me to sit, or am I just going to stand awkwardly on the...
I guess it's 2 people on the booth, 2 people on the... You would have to stand.
Wait, who's the fourth person?
I don't think
So there
There's
is
the orc, the kobold,
the kobold Jimmy, and then there's this half-elf who came with
Oh.
Jimmy. He's got black hair, just some kind of scoundrel-looking dude. You don't really know him by name.
Okay, I'd like to lean up, approach and lean against the booth. Not really say anything yet. Just like
You see,
insert myself into the conversation.
You see the
without saying anything.
half-elf goes, Jimmy's one of you guys or something? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you were coming. I didn't mean for these meetings to intersect. I'm sorry. This is Eowyn. He's one of my guys. He was there at the fight last night. Eowyn, this is Bernie Flint. He points to this half-orc. He's a friend. Oh, we're gonna see how this meeting goes. Yeah, well, whatever. Point is, he's saying that there was some kind of conflict last night. Wants some kind of reimbursement for this. There was some kobolds, some injuries. What do you know?
That's crazy. I was in the back the whole time.
Go ahead and give a performance check. Maybe deception check? Actually, yeah, deception check.
Ooh. 5.
5. I guess Bernie can roll a perception. Cut the shit! What happened to my friends here? And the little kobold kind of peeps up.
Hey man, look, I know exactly what happened, alright? It was provoked. It was provoked. My brother saw this gnome, got a little bit mad. I'm not one to dine with him, alright?
Jimmy's like, the fuck?
No offense.
Nothing.
Anyways, they ran up to him, stabbed the gnome, hit him with this spell. I don't know what happened to the other guy. They said they had to pull him off a wall. I don't like to think of people that way. I think that's a terrible thing to happen, but there was provocation there. I just want to make sure that this all wasn't in vain. I'm not a racist guy myself. This was all rooted in racism.
And Jimmy's like, exactly. All we want to do is find common ground here. There doesn't have to be a big conflict. You three give me a perception check to see if you notice that Eowyn is dipped. What are you doing?
Do I? Because I'm not in the group.
17.
You do as well. 3. Okay.
17.
You notice. Cool. So
14.
Bernie, yeah, you both
I
notice.
just don't care.
You're chilling. You're looking at your bag. You're like, all right. How did it fit this whole pig in there? What the fuck? Eowyn, Bernie pipes up and goes, look, all right.
Bojack.
You can't give him his money back. Obviously, we can't give him his brothers back either. How about you tell us where we can find a school?
Jimmy looks a little bit sheepish. Goes, well, the thing with the law, there's been talk. You know, there's no doubt that my boss has his friends on the upper levels, and they say, well, he might be on his way out. We're in a little bit of a weaker position than we were last night. Some places that we go, some businesses that we run, might not have all the protection they usually do. Frankly, now's a good time. Eowyn, go ahead and give me a history check. History check with advantage. 12. So you know that you've worked mainly 2 different places in your time working for Jimmy. One of them is this old mail station that's to the eastern side of the shopping district. Since ravens have kind of become a little bit more mainstream way to carry mail, mail stations where people are like postal delivery people have become uncommon. And so kind of to alleviate that, this postal station kind of mobbed up a bit. And so this postal station that you've worked at is a drug drop site, and that's on one side of town. You also know that there are some carts that Callus runs for his shipping company that move around the city as well. Either of those, you can find probably Surge on the carts would be the big thing, money or Surge at the postage office. But those are the 2 businesses that you would know.
Okay.
Are you doing anything? Are you letting them play it out?
Yeah, I'm kind of just assessing. I kind of look at the Kobold and he said it all. What do you want from me? And let the conversation just kind of steer away from me as I listen.
Let's see. Jimmy's going to give me a wisdom check. My folks who are at the market, are you guys going somewhere? You guys still chilling?
I go.
Okay, where are you going, Ivarn?
I go to the Zippies because the fish guy tells me to. That's the only reason. I don't have any other. I go and check that out because it seems fishy.
Fair enough. Cool. All right. So I'll say you're probably going to be there in the next couple seconds. Wilbis, what are you doing? You're going there as well?
Yeah, but first I have a name for the badger.
Okay.
Oh.
Tobuscus. That's going to be his name.
Okay. All right. You now have this little badger named Tobuscus. So cool. You guys are all heading down. You'll be there a little bit earlier, Ivarn. You, Wilbis, and Big Constantine. I'm assuming Wilbis, you probably point out to him that you're leaving, or are you going solo as well?
Yeah.
Are you going to the bakery
I'm
too?
going with-
Perfect. Right. So you guys are all en route. Cool. Ivarn, you are walking past this bakery. You see a big window. Are you looking inside of it?
I am.
You got it. Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
It is my destiny.
Investigation check, whichever's higher.
Can we go with that perception, or should we stick with the investigation? Because perception was 17.
Stick with we'll do the 17. So yeah, you look in this window. You see Jimmy Chestnut. You recognize pretty easily. You see Eowyn. You see the kobold from last night, and you see 2 people you don't recognize. One of them's this half orc. One of them is this half elf who's with Jimmy Chestnut. That being said, Eowyn, this half elf, is looking pretty annoyed. He goes, "You know what? Fuck this. All right. I didn't come here to hear all this talk about the boss on his way out. Back in my fucking day, we had a little thing called loyalty. I'm out of here." You see him tuck this little bag of Surge, very obviously, into his pocket. walks to what you assume is probably the bathroom back there. Are you doing anything, Ivarn or Eowyn?
I take his seat at the table.
No. Well, I guess that kind of answers the question. Yeah, I kicked the doors open.
All right.
I kicked the door open, and then, everyone, everything stops. Then I grab a chair, and I drag it, and it squeaks along the entire floor, and I pull it up to the table that everyone's at.
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
We're gonna see how that goes to script.
Come on! Shit, 11.
Okay. You nail the chair squeak. That's for damn
11.
sure. You push, you kick this door down. Everybody kind of turns, looks at you. You look around at everybody. Everyone's silent. You have command of the room. As you pull the chair, it starts squeaking across the floor. It's a little bit more annoying than you intended, though. Everyone's just kind of like, almost get back to eating just because you're squeaking the chair. Anyways, you sit down at this table. Eowyn's there next to Jimmy Chestnut and these two folks you don't know. What are you doing?
What's going on? How we doing? What's going on here?
So Jimmy says, all right, Bernie, this is Ivarn. Ivarn, this is Bernie. There's a bit of a situation here, and I think you probably know something about it. There's my friend here had some friends die last night. I don't know anything about who did what. Frankly, I don't care.
I do, and I know.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
As long as this kobold knows his place, I ain't gonna have to do anything.
What do you mean, know my place?
He knows who's boss and who's not, and let's just say I'm boss. And he's...
Look, man, I'm not here to start a fight, alright? I just came here because I either want money or I want to score. And I heard that you guys know how to find those.
Maybe we do, maybe we don't, but as long as you keep the peace will remain kept.
Look, I mean, you're bigger than me. And I'm not a racist.
Damn right.
You gather that there's some kind of restitution that needs to happen here. Go ahead and give me an insight or history check as well, Ivarn.
21.
21. Okay. You know, based off of your interaction with the fisherman, that Callus is probably cutting some loose ends right now. Just trying to offload. Obviously, he got in trouble because he was seen at the fighting ring after that one lady got out. So he's definitely at a disadvantage in a weak spot. If he wants restitution, hitting him now is a good idea.
All right.
I guess also with a roll that high, you know that this is your opportune moment to attack as well. You just need to find him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep that internal because I'm not gonna express it to the rest of the group yet. You know, we still have a little group trying to work together to do that. So these other fuckers are not getting involved. I'm already split enough as it is, so I keep my mouth shut.
So Jimmy Chestnut looks at Bern and goes, all right, look, I can take a little bit of money here. I got 70 gold on me right now. Then out of nowhere, there's this big crack of energy, and the half-elf just appears in the room. He's got purple powder under his nose. He goes, sorry, walks out. And anyways, Jimmy Chestnut takes out this bag of 70 gold. He goes, look, all right, I can make you whole. You got a 55, what's your betting money? 15 extra. Got a deal? Bernie's gonna go ahead and do a roll himself. Yeah, you've got a deal. So they all kind of shake hands. The kobold, kind of, Luke, you notice he, as he walks out, is when you're coming in. When he comes out with this big half-orc, he looks at you a bit. What are you doing? You see this kobold from last night.
I keep my head down, keep it.
Cool. All right. He seems to do the same thing. You guys have a mutual understanding. So now everyone is at this bakery. Is anybody doing anything? Jimmy Chestnut sits there. He starts wringing his hands a bit like he's thinking, but nothing is happening immediately.
So Jimmy Chestnut, I think you owe me something.
Oh, you're what?
Perhaps a baked good from this fine place.
Look, man, I'm losing my balls over here. I just lost $70 to this half fuck.
Did I not just fight for you?
I just fought for you there. You killed kobolds at an event by my boss, and somehow you're the guy that's fighting for me? I'm covering your ass.
Is it my fault that these kobolds are racist and trying to kill gnomes?
Is it my fault
Is it my fault that I'm defending my friend in the bar?
No, I thought you didn't fuck with gnomes.
Not with you. I don't fuck with you, boy.
Oh.
Especially not fucking with you because you're not buying me something. You're not buying me a little baked good.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
10.
He slides his plate to you. Half a Cathan.
Can I mediate?
I'm not taking that shit. I just throw it off the table. I grab him by his shirt and I say, buy me a full croissant.
Go ahead and roll me initiative, everybody. Actually, if you guys aren't
14.
fighting, don't roll. But you see, this has started.
16.
4. All right.
14.
Okay. So I guess that puts Eowyn first. You see this altercation has started. Big Constantine has just pulled Jimmy Chestnut across the table. The croissant is flown off. Drinks are being poured. But you're first up. What are you doing?
So, if he pulls Jimmy Chestnut out of his seat, and I was taking the half-elf seat, wouldn't that put me between the two of them?
Yes, it would. You're right between. Jimmy Chestnut is on the table between you both.
So I can't really miss if I were to swing.
Who are you? It depends. Who are you swinging at?
The guy
Constantine.
just grabbed the guy I'm supposed to talk to.
He still has an armor class, though. No, you. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and make your to hit. Are you just doing an unarmed
Your
strike?
friend, you gonna hit your friend.
I just like to give him a smack on the side of the head. What the
Yeah,
hell are
give
you
an
doing?
unarmed strike to hit first.
Oh, 23.
23, that'll hit. Roll your damage.
Oh, I thought it was how much damage. Get that shit ready.
So, you pull him over the table, or Jimmy goes over the table instantly. You get clocked in the head for 3 damage as you grab Jimmy. But let's see. That puts Ivarn. You're next in the initiative. You just see Big Constantine get hit over the head. What are you doing?
I separate everybody and I say, there's a bigger picture here that we need to worry about.
Go
than
ahead.
some
Are y'all still fighting?
croissants. Then I'll buy you the fucking croissant if you want it that badly,
I
Mr.
want the croissant
Upper
from
Class.
Chestnut. I want the croissant from Chestnut.
But Chestnut serves a bigger purpose to us in our group.
Okay. Are you two still fighting? You said you break them apart.
I try to break them apart.
Are you guys engaged with each other? Or do you care?
I am just trying to settle the conflict, maybe by escalating it a little bit.
You can settle this by getting Chestnut to make a croissant.
Okay.
Okay, fine then. Let me try intimidating him to get you a croissant. Get the man a croissant, Chestnut. 5. He doesn't. You're not getting a croissant.
No one as
Wilbis, help me out!
I don't know what you want. You're not getting it, man.
as you are speaking, actually, it goes. Let's see. What are we here? It goes to Big Constantine's turn.
I throw a fucking dart at Jimmy.
Oh shit! That's lethal damage. You sure?
We need Jimmy.
All right.
Okay. Alright, fine. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna kill him.
All right. What are you doing though? You still hitting him?
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
You punch him in the face.
I demand a croissant and punch him right in the face.
Okay. Go ahead and do your unarmed strike to hit.
The 14.
14, yeah, you hit him square in his little fucking gnome face. Go ahead.
Wait, he's been asked 7. He's been asked
7?
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh god! You hit him hard as a bitch. He's bleeding. His teeth fly all over the baked goods. He's in pain. He's hurt. And he goes, "Oh, holy fuck!" You've hurt him pretty bad.
So you're lucky you weren't in the ring with me, asshole.
Wilbis, that's now you. You just saw Jimmy Chestnut get the shit hit out of him. You see him look like he's fading a bit. He's still just like flat on this table.
Okay, I'm gonna try to run over and like drag away my fellow gnome and like just try to like de-escalate.
Okay, give me
Like
an athletics check.
fight's over. You already hit him.
Give me an athletics check.
8.
8. Big Constantine, you too. Give me an athletics check.
Dude, Luke is not winning this one.
Come on.
20. He doesn't budge.
I pick up both gnomes.
Got you. Okay. So Jimmy goes, please, I yield. He takes his turn to throw his hands in the air and surrender. He goes, look, I don't have any fucking money on me, to tell you the truth. Frankly, I'm broke.
Don't you know a guy?
I am the guy.
So then why can't you just give me a croissant?
It's on the fucking floor.
Is that the
I
only
tried.
croissant? That's a full croissant?
It was
Half
at some
croissant.
point.
Oh, they don't have full croissants behind the booth back there? Behind the counter?
Yeah, but you gotta pay for those.
You don't know the guy. So you aren't the guy.
I'm the guy. I was the guy before this orthodontia bill.
Could have got me the croissant.
And you could have gotten the fuck out of here.
I'm not gonna. You want another one? Do you want another one?
Look, all right, as far as baked goods go, knuckle sandwich, pretty low on the list. Pretty low on the list.
Wilbus booze.
That said, look, I think we can come to an understanding here. I need to know what you guys are doing right now. Because look, the stakes are high for me. I'm considering leaving myself. Alright, that's the only reason I came here. Usually, I wouldn't meet with the enemy like that. Things are a little bit dicey. I had one of my guys disappear last night. I think he could have flipped, could have been gotten. I don't know. But I invited you guys here because I want to share with y'all.
Us? You invited us? You invited one person.
Well, you share with me, I share with you. I'm a businessman.
So happens after I punch you in the face, after you're all injured and bleeding, that you have to share this information.
Didn't have to be that way.
We need to tell
Get this
him-
guy out of here.
You could have told us this yesterday. You could have told us.
Yeah, I don't. My security guy just left. That was some bullshit.
All right.
He has no leverage right now.
Look, I'm a man who has nothing but information.
Big Constantine, we need this guy right now. So control your temper. I put my hand on my axe. Otherwise, things are gonna get dicey.
We taking his clothes.
No. No! This is not a repeat of last night.
Whoa. What do you mean?
Shut your goddamn mouth,
He's gonna
Jimmy.
do a perception check.
Shut your mouth, Jimmy.
You spoke too much.
That is a nat 20. Look, I don't point fingers. You know, my father always taught me, you point a finger at somebody, three more fingers point back at you. There's a guy who's missing. All I'm saying.
And all we're
If
saying
you know something about where he is, he's got family, alright? I could just give them peace of mind. I just want to know.
You're not giving
I
a
heard
shit.
something happened to him a few miles away by the river.
See her coming back.
I wouldn't bet on it.
You see Jimmy Chestnut kind of gulps to himself.
But don't worry, he had some enemies out there. You probably have even more, but we can come to an understanding.
Tell you the truth,
I need this guy. Big Constantine, you what was that? You know, Wilbis, get him out of here.
We're taking his clothes. We need his clothes.
No, we don't need his clothes. We have business here that you are interrupting.
Okay, here,
Well, I mean, let's face it. I think, aren't you like the tallest of the group?
yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think there's anybody in the group
Fine,
who can move
fine.
this guy.
Can I
Yeah.
persuade him
Yeah.
somehow?
Can we please look? I will buy you a fucking croissant, and you'll eat it outside.
listen.
How does that sound?
How about this? I'll cut you a deal. I'm supposed to leave here tonight. Alright, Wilbis? I know how you got here. I'm hoping to get out of here in the same way that you got here. I'm going south. I'm going to Beauville. I don't ever want to be seen here again. Frankly, it's too hot for my liking. If you guys want, I think I still have the credentials. I could get you guys really close to Callus.
That's exactly what I need.
Well, there's a meeting going on tonight.
That's
Northwest
what I'm trying to get
Day.
at before this nincompoop came out over here.
There's some people, like I mentioned, bit angry with them. Frankly, I don't know their names. There's a meeting with these people. It's northwest of here. It's gonna happen in a few hours. And he's gonna meet with these people, see what the future of our investments will be. He'll be weak. He has most of his guards are stationed at his house in the housing district. You want to go there? He'll be there eventually. But that's where most of his forces are.
Why are you telling us this? I have a feeling this isn't out of the goodness of your heart.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
10.
I don't think you're in a position to be asking the validity of me here, alright? I'm a gnome.
I guess
what
our
can I
friend kind
do?
of ruined that.
Yeah, look, honestly, my lisp is a lot worse now.
I
might not have
I
noticed.
noticed you're a little less pretty too, as well.
Was he ever from the beginning?
Well, that's simply a word of something.
Look, alright? They don't like me because I'm
Phrase.
beautiful, alright?
It never was.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Alright.
I used to be
Seriously.
pretty before they maimed me.
Look, I'm heading to Beauville after this. If you guys want, I can get you there at the time of the meeting.
Yes.
Alright. Now, who all then? We can get as many of you in as you want.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on. Apologize.
I'm not apologizing this.
Apologize.
I know where you're going.
Hang on.
Apologize.
Beauville is a
No, hang
future
on.
destination.
Apologize to our new friend here.
Friend.
No friend. You've known me longest of all.
To my new friend here.
You've known me longest of all.
To my new
The
friend
fighting.
here.
Remember back in those days in Wood Hollow? You used to say, "Oh, Jimmy, I don't know if I'll be able to beat this guy." I said, "Constantine, you might not be able to." But you were always the champion to me.
And
You don't
beat
remember
his
that?
ass?
Yeah, you
Whatever
never do that to
happened?
him. Are you serious?
I never got a star.
Did your loyalty go with your hairline?
Oh!
I never had a I never had a hairline.
You never had loyalty either. It's
All right.
kind of sad.
Enough of this lovers' quarrel, alright? Let's. Fine, you don't have to apologize, but you're footing the bill for his orthodontics. Give him 5 gold right now.
Perhaps from the family storage we can assess something.
Look.
Alright.
All right. So, got a little bit of planning here to do.
Yes.
So, the way this storage facility works, it's pretty well guarded. All right, he's got most of the labor there. They're gnomes, so they're not particularly loyal to him. However, there are those few, such as Thorn, who you met there, half-elf guy, myself. I normally would be there. He's got his guard around him at all times. And like I said, there's going to be some other people there. I don't know their names. However, the main entrance is guarded. It's pretty large, but you do need somebody on the inside to open it up, to get carriages in. I cannot get you guys in there all together unless we have some kind of carriage or some other way to get you guys in somewhere quickly.
I have a feeling we have to buy a carriage now. Or can we steal one?
Ooh, that's a better plan.
We have a thief.
True.
So then we say, you, go get us a carriage.
Well, look, let's not put the cart before the horse here. All right? There's still stuff to do.
Alright.
So we could go through that entrance, which is the main entrance, all right? So that's going to be what I think is probably the easiest way. Go through there. We can put you in the back of this carriage or something. You guys can enter through there. There's also a coastal entrance to the shipping facility when you get stuff from overseas. Now that takes you to the same entryway to the building. However, I think it'd be a little bit harder to get a boat than a carriage. And of course, you could go through the customer entrance, but that will be guarded.
Well, we have a few options to discuss here. I guess my character doesn't know, but someone came in possession of some powder, some special powder that can change their appearance. We have a thief. We have someone who's small.
Wizard.
But there's that one thing. We need opinions.
Do we know more about the layout of the facility? We just know that there's
Go
a main-
ahead.
Can multiple people go?
You go
through
ahead and give me a
different
history check.
I don't like fucking history checks.
I know.
Oh, not 20.
Perfect. Yeah. The main entrance is that cart. There's a gate that you would know. You've driven these carts before. Usually they have like home goods. Sometimes they'd have surge in them and you bring them throughout the city. But the entrance that these carts go through is a gate system. It's got a crank on it and it kind of moves horizontally as you move the crank. So it takes, a long time to open the gate. As the carts go in, there are guards stationed at the front of that entryway. There are 2 of them usually. And as far as the building goes, you've never actually been inside of the main building before that he's talking about. The outer part and that gate, though, you know pretty well.
Home goods. That goes in and out? Do I know a guy with a cart? Like, if I'm driving the carts, as you mentioned, I should know a guy with a cart.
Yeah, so the carts both start and end at the facility itself. So how it would go when you would do it is Jimmy would send you a raven or he'd get in touch with you in some other way. You would walk to the facility, the guards will let you in, you'd get in a cart once you were behind the gate and drive out and in once you'd made all your deliveries. So the carts that you used all stayed there. But you'd probably be able to find one in the city somewhere if you tried hard enough.
But I would be familiar with the routes they take.
You would be very familiar with the routes that the Fangrel shipping carts do, yeah.
Okay, so we could like maybe stop one and see the area. I
Perhaps.
hope there's some big old jars in there, some pots.
Yes.
Maybe we put someone in the pot. That's a way to get one person in.
Deal.
We've got invisibility dust that you don't know exactly what it is, but I do. And you two can just douse yourselves in some of that. We'll get through the gate and then unload in the warehouse.
Sounds like a sound plan.
Alright, so you got the steal in the carriage then.
Yes, there really aren't any other options.
Alright,
Well,
so
there are
Jimmy.
actually two other options.
No. None that we can entertain.
We can swim.
This guy can't swim.
Okay. So Eowyn, go ahead and give me just a sheer luck check. Give me just a d20.
Okay.
I'll say right now it is probably about 10 in the morning. You guys woke up at around 7. By the time you got ready, went to the market. 8. Okay. It is not. The next cart isn't going to make its rounds until 6 p.m.
And
So
when's the meeting?
this meeting is Jimmy looks. He's like, well, I gotta be honest. I don't know. He's gonna do a
He's lying to us.
Kill him.
Calm down. I don't need this from you.
Yeah,
You know it's at night at the very least, like dark out.
I'm gonna put this guy in a straight.
Yeah, all right. This meeting isn't until 10. All right. So if you guys want to pick up the cart around 6, it's probably a good idea.
And how long do the rounds take?
Well, it depends.
doesn't
So let me go
matter, 'cause
ahead.
we're gonna grab it.
4 hours is plenty of
But then we
time.
have to go back at the time. You can't be suspicious and show up randomly.
So it's gonna depend.
They're familiar with me there.
So
All right.
actually,
You can test it,
Oh wait, are they familiar with me?
they might be familiar with you there. Yeah.
but in a negative light.
Oh.
Not.
I think I'm a professional.
There would probably be some
I'm
checks
not Big
made.
Constantine.
Go.
I can get the job done.
Yeah.
Stoic. This guy. I thought I was a loose cannon.
Yeah. So there'd be some checks made if you guys want to go to the shipping facility first to get one there. That being said, though, Jimmy kind of looks and goes, "Wait, so you guys are saying you're gonna sneak into the shipping facility, sneak out, and sneak back in?
No.
Hang on a fucking minute, dude."
Well, I wouldn't have to sneak in. I could just walk in, take a cart, and you guys would just sneak in and
Sneaking, but
sneak in, but you would just sit on the cart.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I could pull some strings, see if I can get you scheduled for a delivery. I know we've been offloading, so maybe I could head there with you now and see if we can figure it out.
Oh yeah, real fucking help.
Hey,
You know what?
watch it, punk.
I'm getting real tired of you.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
don't worry about
Hold
him.
on, but- yeah,
He's annoying, a nuisance.
Where's the powder of silence? This fucking
You
guy.
know,
We
Constantine.
call that cutting out tongues where
Yeah.
I'm from. So I mean,
That's a good idea.
It's
There's powders of silence, and then takes out a bag from his jacket. And he pulls out a thing of surge. He holds it up to you and says, "You know, a lot of people have told me when they fight with surge, it's a little bit better. I'm trying to offload.
This is
You guys
no. Trust that the only powder I'd be snoring is the powder that I'd be snoring before I'd be banging your gnome mother.
Oh.
I'd be banging around
Oh.
the streets, brother.
Oh." So you see, he kind of has to hold himself back a bit. He's on 2 health. He kind of like walks up to you a bit. He snorts some blood back up into his nose. It's like, "Look, all right, my mom's been dead a long time."
Oh.
Thanks, my
you're
tear.
snorting ashes.
Go ahead and I mean, you pushed him to the edge of it. Go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw here.
Come on.
17.
Thank God.
You know, I'd be within my rights to leave you all high and dry for that.
That's
But I'm gonna make an exception. Oh, because I like you all.
What?
But I'm not gonna stay here any longer. I'm gonna be outside of the shipping facility. Tick the clock. As far as the clock goes, you're on your fucking own. He leaves the bill to be paid by y'all and walks out.
Oh.
Whoa! That's this fucking guy's problem now.
But yeah, so you guys had this loose kind of plan. Unfortunately, you lost Jimmy's accompaniment after being pushed too far. But he'll be back if you guys meet him at 6 at the shipping facility. What are you guys doing?
I'm thinking we gotta cut this fucking guy loose.
Oh.
Oh. I would like to give him a nice forward facing. I put my hands on his shoulder. I'm like, bro. Bam! Just like right in the face.
Headbutt.
Damn.
Unarmed strike. Unarmed strike.
I mean, he still has the armor class, so go ahead and do it to hit first.
Oh. 10.
10. What's your armor class?
13.
Damn.
How did I miss?
Wow.
You
Yeah, how do you
grab. Boom. He just eats it. He just eats it.
Yeah.
Nothing really happens. But yeah.
I pay the bill. I'll pay the bill.
Alright.
Perfect. Alright, well yeah, you guys pay the bill. Of course you have the situation with the carriage you can work out, but we're still alone in this bakery. Are you guys doing anything before we
Well, now you can get your fucking croissant.
No, I don't want a croissant. I don't want to buy myself a croissant. I didn't
You don't want a fucking croissant.
I didn't actually want a croissant. I just wanted to buy me a croissant.
Yeah.
Well, next time let's be a little bit nicer with our job givers, potential allies.
You don't know him like I do.
Employers?
You don't know Chestnut like I do.
It doesn't matter. He was useful to us. He could have been even more useful to us, and you scared him away.
You'll be thanking me later.
No, I don't think I
We
will.
don't want Chestnut with that.
Hold on a second. Should I?
We don't want Chestnut.
How much money did I offer this guy? Should I reduce how much you're getting from this? After all, I'm the one
You
who
offered
you
him
promised
20%. It would have
bro.
been 400.
Promise, bro.
He's already rich. You should give him nothing.
You are rich.
Dude, I have Dusty disappearing, guys, for $1,000 I bought for us.
Is that for us or is that for you? You seem to have ulterior motives. You seem to be making decisions without consulting the rest
Does
of
he
the
have
group.
motives?
Do you have
We
motives?
don't know much about you, do we?
Yeah, hold
What
on
the
a
hell
second.
are you doing here?
There might have been
check.
motives behind my actions toward Jimmy Chestnut.
Hold on
You
a
guys
second.
all go ahead and give me insight checks.
I'm just saying, we have some time here and we're at this bakery. Why don't we sort of get to know each other a little bit better?
Alright.
To understand where we're all
So
coming
Wilbis
from. Why
just
some
rolled
of us
a
are-
little bit high, actually.
Well,
So you're looking at this guy who has a clear disdain for gnomes. He's obviously racist a bit, but he likes you. So there's some kind of issue that he has with his background. He has some kind of trauma. Maybe he used to have gnomes that were his servants. Maybe he has issues regarding money or work or something else. But he's got some kind of trauma surrounding whatever his business is with Jimmy Chestnut.
Interesting.
But yeah, you guys are all sitting at this table. There's some teeth on it. There's some croissants on the floor.
Well, I wipe the teeth off the table. Clean that shit up. I take out my handkerchief, clean up the blood. Oh my god, I'm not sitting at the fucking dirty table.
I'm gonna collect the teeth just in case.
Sure
Just
thing.
in case.
Add them to your inventory.
I give you a judgmental look. But
I'm gonna put them in the pouch. Actually, no.
I give you a thumbs up.
Okay, wait. Can I make Tobuscus like pick up the teeth and like put them in my pouch?
Give me an animal handling check. This is your first one.
4. It was right on the 20.
4. So you kind of look at. How do you try and get him to do it?
I just kind of like, yeah. I think I look at him and I'm like, Tobuscus, bring me the teeth. And
And just kind of tries to eat one. Chokes on it a bit.
can I pick it up, put it in the pouch, like show him, like picking it up, putting it in the pouch.
He just is not. He's sniffing some of the croissant that's on the ground at this point.
Wait, take the croissant and feed him a piece of the croissant and then show him the action again.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay, give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Nature. 20.
Yeah. At first, he seems to just kind of look back and forth. You think, oh shit, he's not gonna do it. Kind of picks it up in his mouth. Drops it into the bag, and he starts kind of just moving these little teeth around. But yeah, you guys are all sitting there. Anyone else doing anything before our next move? What is our next move?
We're just waiting it out.
Yeah, because we have to wait, what time? 6?
We gotta get the carriage.
We have, what, 8 hours?
We have 8 hours. Yeah.
8 hours.
So yeah, you guys, you have a bit of the town you can explore. You could go back to the inn, Wilbis. You have your job there.
Yeah, Wilbis has to go to work.
We've got other than the places you've already been, there's pretty much just the city square and a few housing districts. But yeah, what do you guys
Let's
feel?
take that long route.
Hold on a second. We're at the bakery. We can still enjoy ourselves. What else does the bakery sell? Do we have a menu?
It's got a different menu each time. So it's one of those situations where it's a mom and pop shop. So they just kind of do what they have the supplies for.
Is there a little back room in this bakery?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. 16. There is. Are you doing anything with that information?
I whispered to you that.
Guys. Go ahead. Everybody, go ahead and give me an insight check real quick, or maybe give me a perception check actually.
13.
There's this little gnome. He looks to be almost like a busboy, but it's one of those situations where it's like, oh, it's very clearly like some kind of managerial figure in the restaurant who's just doing a job because they need to. A very old gnome who's balding. He's got a little mustache, and he's sweeping up, and he kind of sees you guys looking at the room. Looks a little bit wistful, and just gets back to what he's doing.
It's mob place, right?
Yeah.
Regretful longing.
Anything in that back room we're taking, you guys think? Any reason we should try to maybe get back inside that room?
I want to find Zippy. I want to talk with Zippy.
Is Zippy maybe in that room?
Yeah, so can we...
Is Zippy a real person?
You could assume so.
Is Zippy perhaps one of these two gnomes? Is Zippy perhaps one of the two gnomes that are working?
Zippy's probably that gnome, actually.
The older one? Or
The older one, yeah. There's only one.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I just stuttered and accidentally said younger.
So then I go up to Zippy. I say, very nice establishment, sir. I enjoy...
He's acting without us.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, I'm distracting Zippy.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you? It seems like
I'm good.
Is business booming? In the like, is the place packed at this point in time?
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna roll to see how many people are there right now. Right now there are 13 people there. So it's not the busiest it could be, but there's certainly customers.
So it seems like seems pretty decent turnout.
I don't know how it is.
Is this the
Making
average?
ends.
Is this the average turnout?
Done better.
I mean, at like whatever time it is.
Like 10 something. Yeah.
10, like 10 in the morning. Nice midday
Breakfast rush.
breakfast rush. Yes. So tell me, what do you own this establishment?
Well, my wife's passion was baking. You know, when your last name is Chestnut, you can only have so many careers.
A shock.
Zippy Chestnut.
The blood rushes through my face. Hold on a second. Wait. I shake his hand. Hello, Mr. Chestnut.
Hey, you guys see my son?
As a matter of fact,
you were supposed to have lunch.
Oh my god, are you kidding
as a matter of
me?
fact, no, I have not. I saw him last night. I am a loose associate of your son's, but
What? What do you mean loose associate of my son's? He used to be married.
Well,
not that kind of associate.
And not that kind of loose.
Whoa.
A little bit tighter.
I'm kidding.
I
I
guess.
kid.
Well, okay. Whoa, you.
Very free. About
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You don't hold back.
Huh?
But how about we take a seat? How about we have a nice cup of Joe?
All right.
I can use a morning cup of coffee, and let's chat because I want to know more about your establishment. I'm a huge fan. Been here great many times.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish? Go ahead and roll me a performance check with disadvantage.
Okay.
8.
Oh.
12. Probably the croissant.
The croissant. You know, everybody says that, but, you know, can't go wrong with the originals.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an easygoing guy.
Yeah.
Croissant always calls my name, you know. I want to venture out, but I always played safe. I'm
Wow.
a safeguarder.
So what do you do?
I'm a businessman. I'm a trader, actually. Currently in town. Come here often. What town is this?
Gotcha. So you guys see that he's having this conversation with this older gnome. He's obviously distracted, and I think he relayed that he was trying to distract him to y'all. You guys doing anything?
I want to go check out the back.
Yeah, we let Wilbis sneak into the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wilbis, you open up this back room. It's unlocked. It's a bit of a sad sight. It's just a little bit of a shrine. There's a framed picture of this old gnome woman who's hanging up in this closet. There's little like baked goods around, some flowers, some cakes. But yeah.
Give us the signal. Is it okay?
Well,
It's a shrine.
Yeah.
well, like Wilbus.
Go ahead and
is
give me an insight check.
Shrine. Yeah, shrine. Let's try to
24.
This is
Nat
very
20.
clear. That woman looks like Jimmy. That woman is Jimmy in a wig. If you didn't know better, that's Jimmy in a wig. That's his mom.
I would ask her for forgiveness,
Duh.
and then place one of her son's teeth like somewhere.
Make a religion check with advantage.
Okay.
Shit. Poor guy. Poor Zippy.
Poor Jimmy.
11.
11. As you put the tooth down, you feel a slight breeze. Someone must have opened the door. They're on their way out of the bakery, and you just catch a nice whiff of something nice drifting by. But yeah, anybody else doing anything?
I walk into the back room.
Okay, what are you doing? You see, you go ahead and give me an insight check as well.
Shuts the door behind.
13.
13. It's someone related to the bakery. Looks a little bit like Jimmy. And the
This is Jimmy. Does this not look like Jimmy?
I'll say, not sure. Even though I'll say, not sure. I'll say we should probably leave.
Not just yet.
oh
Is there
shit!
anything worth taking in this room?
Roll me a investigation check.
Both of us? Or just
Yeah,
Eowyn?
both of you.
18.
18.
16.
There is a small necklace
No.
that's sitting. It's like on top of a framed
I'm
picture.
snatching that shit.
Nah.
All right, go ahead and add a small gold necklace to your inventory.
I have left at this point.
And so okay, well, this dipped.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I'm
doing
still
anything?
talking to
Yeah, so
Zippy.
that's when I knew she was pregnant. And, well, you know, they say, you know, we're fertile people, but I was hoping not. You know how that is.
Yeah. I hope to have some of mine someday when I can retire. As I said, I'm a salesman. I have to travel every once in a while, and it's a fairly lonely life. Now, when did you guys finally get this bakery? Where's your beautiful wife? I've heard so much about her, but I haven't seen her.
Yeah, she died some years ago. It was a hell of a thing. But yeah, we got this. It's been in our family for a while. I mean, frankly, we're a little bit proud of it. It's my great-great-grandfather came over to this city as a slave. And eventually, he earned enough respect, worked his way out of slavery, bought this place, built it from the ground up. We're a very proud people.
Awesome. And
Family almost as long as her necklace.
yeah.
That's right.
Well,
I can always look at it and know that beauty is forever. Some things never rust.
exactly. And you got to keep that. You got to keep that to heart. You know.
You can never let
I do. I
Never-
start
never
every
let that
morning
go.
by giving it a little kiss.
Never.
Sometimes I swear, it's stupid, but I look at that picture and I think that maybe she's looking at me.
I think maybe somewhere she is. She's maybe somewhere. She's certainly in an afterlife somewhere, looking down, looking up, looking to the left, to the right, looking at you.
As long as she's not looking at anybody else, right? Hey, look, I got tables here. I got tables.
You're a fella. You're a handsome fella like myself.
What?
All right, don't break too many hearts.
Riz
She shakes your hand.
They ain't looking to. There aren't too many better lookers than you.
Wow.
And then can I romance it? No.
Uh,
So then I say thank you for the for the cup of Joe.
Kiss on the cheek.
How much does a cup of Joe cost?
It's on the house.
I leave a 2 gold tip.
Perfect. Okay. Cool.
And then actually, no. I notice. Can I do perception notice that he stole it?
Yes. Do it with advantage because you've connected with this little dude. Oh my.
All right. Well, I noticed something happened, and
Yeah, you
I don't
certainly
say
noticed that he walked into a room.
I don't say anything, but then I leave 2 gold, and then I walk away, and then something compels me. I leave 5 more gold, and I say, enjoy the establishment, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank
Sorry
you.
for
Hey, you
your
see my
loss.
no good son? You tell him to bring his ass back here.
I will do such. I will do as such.
He has
I
the
shake his
best
hand.
teeth.
Shake his hand once more.
Best smile.
I give him a kiss on the forehead, and I say, I'm sorry for all the things I've ever done to no kind. Have a good day.
It's all right.
I'm glad you forgive me.
Cool.
But then, so I dropped the 7 gold. So.
All right. So is everybody leaving? Is anybody staying? Where are we going?
Get this guy out of here.
I think at this point we're trying to reunite with the group. So maybe I'm with Big Constantine after he's left, and now we've reunited with Ivarn. Now we're looking for Eowyn, right?
Cool. Awesome. So you guys are all reuniting. You have
Yeah.
some time to pass. Do wherever you like. Are we waiting it out somewhere specific?
Good for what?
I think we should prepare for tonight. I think we should sharpen our weapons and practice and just get good.
Cool.
That's my input. Call me the
Boring.
Yeah.
Good for what?
Sorry, not all of us want to fucking beat up people because they don't buy you food.
someone last session.
Well, let's forget
At
about
least
that.
I didn't kill people.
Yeah, but I
Dude, Ivarn just had insane growth just then.
I work in my mistakes.
Dwarves
Wait, hold on a
can be
second.
killed.
Dwyer.
But then you feel so self-righteous having dinner
with the
gnome.
spell, isn't there a negative thing for the healing spell?
Yes. I already. Don't worry about it. I got it.
That's what I was like. I just
It's
remember
not
that because
yet.
then I
Not
was
yet.
like,
Don't worry about it.
it kept me
yeah.
up at night. I'm like, I feel bad for this little bird, dude. I got a little bit overzealous, a little bit in the mood. I didn't fight well, so I had to recapture my badass points, and for that I confess, and I understand we can be diplomatic at times because potentially Dwyer could have been an ally, but
Fuck
now
Dwyer.
we know.
Cool. Okay, so are you guys doing anything? We sharpening your weapons? We're just training up? I will say this will give us a short rest if you all do
I mean,
that.
we can.
I think whatever we do, we need to stay as a
Rocky
group.
training montage.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we do this at the inn that Wilbis's room, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go back
Okay.
to the inn.
This will change things actually.
Oh, no.
So you guys
Wilbis
are
goes to
walking.
work while we
Wilbis
trade.
just didn't go to work.
So yeah, you guys walk
short
up to this tavern. You're walking back into the lower level of the city here. It's a bit shadier. You're walking, and you come to the tavern, and you see, strangely enough, the sign that's on the door. At this point, it's like 11 in the morning. It's been flipped around to say closed. And you guys left it. It was definitely open.
I have a key, right?
You would have a key.
That's where I live. I need to get in there. I deserve to be in there.
Well, this is fishy.
All right. You reach into your key. You turn the knob. It's already unlocked.
Does he go in the front door?
Are you going through the front? Well, the front door is the only entrance. Yeah.
why
Unless you
not?
Who's
wanna-
gonna go?
Wait, is this
Right, I guess we have another choice then.
Yeah. Is this the inn? We're sure this is the inn, right?
What?
We're sure this is the inn, right?
Yes. This is the one you work at.
Then yes, I unlock and
Yeah.
get in.
Alright, so you push open this door. It's empty inside, which is weird. You can hear the sounds of the city coming perfectly through the window, but it's silent when it's usually not. Usually it's bustling. No one's there. Everything is exactly how you left it. Everyone go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, my guy's not good at perception.
Neither is my guy.
I perceive.
Received. Alright, so Eowyn, you notice there's one thing that's out of place actually. There's a little box sitting between the booths. I guess it'd probably be about like maybe this wide. It's like a little trunk. On the note, you see the words Fulbert. Just a little note that says Fulbert. Everybody give me a... actually, Wilbis, you give me an intuition check.
Okay. Oh wait. Intuition.
Who's Filbert?
Fulbert is the innkeeper.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I bet his corpse is in there.
Wait, intuition.
I'm the only one who's seen
Insight.
it at this point, though, right?
Yeah, we all just ignored the giant.
Well, I'm sure
box.
you're like
20,
Guys, look, a box.
23.
23.
Oh shit.
That is not his handwriting.
So, what, this guy's a master of his handwriting after knowing him for one day?
Yes.
I don't know if I trust that.
Alright,
shit.
I call the group over and I'm like, we need to prepare for what's in this box. And I was like, I need everyone here, be on alert, something's up.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all kind of look at this box. Regular box. Just a closed box with a little piece of paper on it. It's got a tack in it. Just the word Fulbert written in some
Luke, you get me
stranger's
a fork?
handwriting.
Can we open it?
Yeah, let's open.
Who opens it?
I can do it.
Not it.
No, I open it because
I would like
You
to
want to open it?
watch as he opens it with like a dagger in hand.
Okay, because I have the tinker tools.
Okay, so before you open
Tinker, shut up,
before
Tinker
Ivarn
Tools.
opens it, you're readying an action.
I'm readying the sword. No, yeah, I take the whole ass rapier out and I'm pointing it at the like whatever it's called, the hinges.
The hinges of the box.
That's you.
So that when it opens, I can just kind of be ready to, you know.
Ready to snap. Okay.
Danny opens the box with the tinker tools.
I think I have a lockpick kit. Yeah.
Okay.
But is it a lock or is it?
So
What is it?
Is it like,
Ivarn-
I
I
thought-
have thieves' tools.
I thought it was under. I thought it was like hammered.
I don't know.
So Ivarn, you walk up to this box. You see this note is tagged into it. You open it up. Look down. For a moment, you're weirded out. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
13.
13. So you look in. It's dark inside the box for sure. You look down. You think you see two pairs of eyes looking back up at you. Then as you look around those eyes, you see red lining around the box. It looks almost like flesh. And then you see some white spikes coming out of the interior of the box. They look almost like teeth.
Oh fuck.
The box suddenly kicks to life.
A fucking mimic? Are you
A
kidding me?
mimic kicks to life, snaps down, almost biting Danny. You have a sneak attack on it.
That was
you
smart.
were ready for action. Go ahead and roll your. I guess let's see. Everyone's standing around it. So roll your hit. 2 hit with advantage.
19.
19. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damage on it.
Okay, so let's see. Ah, fuck. 5.
Sick.
Wait,
Okay,
sneak
5.
attack though, right?
Yes.
Let's That's 4, 9.
9. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So yeah, it's got 9 damage on it. It's still looking pretty okay though. You stab into it immediately. It's like something like that, probably. I imagine. Anyways, you stab into it. It starts splurting blood everywhere. But this thing is angry and jumping around the room. Everybody, roll me initiative.
18.
15.
Shit.
This guy's got fucking
7.
3 initiative? Are you kidding me?
Okay. Cool. All right.
So,
Let's
go.
see here. Go ahead and roll me initiative one more time, Eowyn. I'm gonna do the same thing.
17.
17. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So that is going to be Ivarn first. You just looked into this box. You are the first person to interact with it after Eowyn gets this quick stab into it. What are you doing?
Am I caught by the box?
Are you what?
Am I caught by the box? Am I?
You are not. No, luckily because Eowyn was able to get that sneak hit in on it, it wasn't able to do the thing that it wanted to do.
You're so welcome.
Wonderful, thank you. Well, I How far away is this box?
It is right near you.
So it's within 5 feet.
It definitely is.
Then I use my great axe to come down on this thing. I got 6.
And that's to hit?
To hit, yeah.
That is not going to hit.
No, it's only 6 damage, right?
No, hit DC.
No, it's just a hit, yeah. So yeah, you see, you swing your axe. You have all the power in the world as usual, but right as you're about to follow through, it just chips into that wooden floor there. Nothing is done. Eowyn, it is back to you, actually. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna swing with my rapier again.
Got you. Go ahead.
Oh, let's go. 24.
24. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Roll your damage.
11.
Oh.
Wait, this is still a sneak attack, right? Because
It's not at this point.
well, doesn't
no.
it still count if there's another person within 5 feet?
If you're flanked, yeah. But I'm assuming you guys are probably all on one side of it right now. Because he had to kind of throw it open.
Do I have to be flanked? It says I just need to. Another enemy of the target is within 5 feet.
Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool.
Target now.
So whatever
There's
that
another
was.
enemy that's within target.
Plus
Target
6.
now.
11
Go
plus
there,
6.
That-
17 damage.
7. Oh my god. Okay, so
Nice.
you're dicing this thing. Now it is
Wow.
kind of looking a little bit hurt. It's not looking necessarily like it's slowing down, but you stab it again in that
Wow.
same kind of spot. More blood sprays on the wall, but it's kicking. And actually, as you pull back from it, it turns back towards you. And it's just gonna go for a vicious bite here. And you see its hinges unfold and goes to snap at you. Does a 6 hit?
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah. So it snaps right in front of you. You're able just to dodge this box as it closes its jaw. Nothing is done. So yeah, that's gonna bring us to Wilbis. What are you doing?
I want to cast a magic missile spell.
Sure thing. What's the wording of it?
You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. The dart all strike simultaneously. You can hit whatever you want to. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is there a save for that? It'll usually say it'll take half damage if something.
I don't see that. It says when you cast a spell using the spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the spell creates 1 more dart, but I don't think that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
applies.
Does it have a hit?
Dude, but you're level 2.
I am.
Or does the spell have to be level 2?
What do you mean a hit?
Like, does it have a hit DC or is it just auto damage?
I think it might just be auto damage. I don't see anything.
Let me check that real quick.
I-
Give me a moment.
I see 1d4 plus 1, but that's it.
Yeah, aren't spells like you either?
Yeah, you have to
hit or
make. You
miss?
just have to make well, it's not hit or miss. It's you hit, but you take like half damage or something like that.
Which one
Let's
is
see.
it?
Magic missile D&D spell.
Hey, there is no.
Yeah, no hit DC.
That's weird.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Shoot, yeah. So yeah, go ahead and cast it. What does it say for the damage there?
A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 damage, and I have 3 darts.
3 darts. So yeah, 3d4.
Alright. The first one I got 4.
Okay.
Second one I got 3.
Okay.
Last one I got 2.
2. Okay, so that's gonna be 9. 9 total damage. Yeah, you fuck this guy right up too. You see he starts to slow down a bit. Some of the wood is chipping off of him. He still seems rather as he's chomping around. You start to see as he's chomping, when he opens up his mouth, little arms and whatnot are coming out of his mouth hole. Arms that you recognize are probably the innkeepers. That being said, that's going to bring it to Big Constantine. What are you doing?
Oh, how close am I to this guy?
You're
Right
within
there.
range, yeah.
I'm punching him. I'm doing the punch. I'm doing that 2 times.
You got, yeah, go ahead and do your to hit first.
20.
20, yeah, that'll get him. Go ahead and do your damage. Dude, this is a lot easier
4.
for y'all than I thought it would be.
4.
Okay, 4, yeah?
And then the next one.
10? Yeah, it's not going to do it. You go for this second strike, but unfortunately you just kind of whip right over his head. He ducks out of the way just in time. As you see him swing Ivarn, you feel in control again. What are you doing?
I was feeling control. 12.
12. That is just enough to hit. Go
5,
ahead.
Let's
5
go.
damage. 5 damage.
5? Okay, yeah. You put a big old dent in this fucker right in the center of the top lid there. As you pull your axe out, you see bits of splinters come out. He's still okay, but he's slow. He starts to kind of jump around a little bit less. Eowyn, it's back to you.
I'm gonna attack him again.
You got it?
Hopefully. Oh, no, I'm not. 7.
7. Yeah, you go to stab him one more time, but he kind of shifts again. You don't hit him. He kind of turns this time to Ivarn.
To me?
All right. He kind of looks towards you, and he sees this thing that opened him. Thinks, things that open should be closed upon. Tries to eat you. He stretches out his jaw. It's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Ooh. So wait, I need to hit a 20?
No, I'm saying, what's your armor class?
11.
It's gonna hit you there. Okay. So he snaps onto you. You feel teeth sink just into the left side of your body. Your ribs are broken, a few of them, as it moves through. 6 damage is what he does to you, probably about half. And you feel, unfortunately, that you have been grappled. You will have to break out once again as you are in the jaws of this animated box.
We're here.
But yeah, he's got you, and I think you're still okay. That being said, takes us to Wilbis. Wilbis, you see this chest is clamped down onto Ivarn. What are you doing?
I want to take a big thwack at it with the quarterstaff and see if that can
With the
kinda,
quarterstaff?
Yeah, like
How
a
big is
stun-
the quarterstaff?
It has a higher hit DC than the short sword.
Okay.
So,
5.
so should I roll the hit DC? Hopefully that.
Go ahead and roll the hit DC, but I will say if you roll a 1 through 5, you will hit Ivarn.
I got a 16.
16.
go!
Perfect, yeah, you hit him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Alright. 6.
6. You nail him, and he seems to take quite a bit of damage. He seems to be losing most of his steam. Ivarn, you can tell this most, of course, as his grip gets a little bit looser on you. You feel maybe perhaps you'll be able to escape a little bit easier next go. That being said, that's going to take us to Big Constantine.
I'm punching him.
You're punching him. All right, go ahead and do your hit.
20 to hit.
That'll get him. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
And then I got crit. There's 6.
6, yeah, go ahead and roll again if you crit.
13.
How do you kill this box?
Dude, I go to Ivarn and I take one side of the box that's on one side, I take the other side, and I pull, and I pull, and I rip it in half.
Gotcha. Yeah, alright, so eventually you're
Yes.
pulling. For a moment it feels like it might prevail. This creature is screaming, then you just feel a little bit of give. You take what you got, pull it as hard as possible. The lid comes right off with one final scream. It perishes, and the mimic is now dead. You guys have prevailed. Ivarn, you kind of fall off from the top of this box there, and you're okay. But yeah, You guys have all survived this encounter. Everybody go ahead and give me an insight check.
18.
7.
3.
Okay,
Because I'm
Ivarn,
the genius.
you're the one who saw it. The innkeeper was eaten by this. Maybe he was alive when he was eaten, maybe not. There's really no way to tell. But the one thing you think you can ascertain is that he was probably killed by Fangrel's guys.
Ooh. Well, it appears this guy was killed by Fangrel's guys. That's what I can ascertain in this situation. I look in it for loot. Is there any loot?
Yeah, I
New
mean,
boss? The surprise encounter?
it's a box. It's a
box.
broken box now, unfortunately. Go ahead and do an investigation check, I guess.
21.
Nice.
21. So the box itself is beyond use. You cannot fix it, even with your carpentry kit. But as you're kind of looking into it, you're reaching through, just seeing, what's recoverable. Grab a finger, and you see that the innkeeper was wearing a little golden ring at the time of his death.
Ooh!
So if you want to take that golden ring,
I will take that
feel free
golden
to.
ring. That is, well, I'm going to say rightfully mine, but I found it, so it is rightfully mine.
Got you. Yeah. All right.
Plus,
so
I suffered the most damage. So was it just a golden ring?
golden ring. Yeah. Cool. All right. So you've got this little golden ring in your inventory now. Is anybody else doing anything?
I want to mourn the loss of my friend.
Go ahead and give me a religion check, Wilbis. Give it with advantage.
Is your friend
With advantage.
Is your friend the box? Oh, are you?
15.
15.
Yeah.
The box.
Is Wilbis religious?
He's spiritual.
He's spiritual. So you look at this box. You think about what the innkeeper did to you. You think, first of all, it's a little bit ironic that when you first saw him, you were in a barrel. And now he's in a box. I just realized that myself.
That's tough.
Either way, you think where he is now is very symbolic of his own life. He was a guy who did things that were a little bit stupid, but for other people. And he definitely, what probably set him over the edge was doing something for you. You think that maybe that's what did him in the end, and even though that's sad, there is some beauty in the fact that he went out for someone else.
Can I like loudly sob?
Yeah. Wilbis, you sob as you realize this man who gave his all to you and asked nothing in return has been killed because of
Performance
something.
check.
Yeah. Go ahead and give a performance check.
14.
14. This is sad, y'all. like Wilbis is tugging your heartstrings. He's like, usually, and Big Constantine, you didn't think gnomes were capable of feeling like that.
no.
And for a moment, you think, he's a bit like me.
Oh!
No. But yeah.
Can I give Wilbus a hug?
Yeah,
I'm
you
so
give
sorry.
Wilbus a hug.
I bow. I get lean all the way. Bend over.
In that very moment, when he went to go hug me, he hugs. Nothing's there. It was a minor.
Oh!
I'm standing on the opposite side of the room, arms crossed against the wall. That's all.
Stone
Whoa.
fucking cold.
Minor illusion.
Alright.
I guess I fall to the ground. I feel emasculated. I feel angry.
Alright.
And then
So yeah, Wilbis, you realize that, and Ivarn too, what got him busted is probably the fact that he was harboring gnomes. The kobolds likely told Jimmy before, and that's what Thorn did when he left the bakery earlier. So you guys feel without a doubt this was Callus's doing somehow. But
you callous.
are any of you guys doing anything? What are we doing with the body?
What's in the register?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll.
Money
Roll me a D100.
Roll 10 D100.
Advantage.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
97. There
For us.
is 97 gold in that cash register.
Oh.
I look around, no one notices, I put that shit right in my pocket.
Oh, what are the chances that any of us saw?
Everybody, go ahead and do a perception check.
Oh no, that's not good.
I didn't see it.
14.
14. You saw that shit. Matter of fact, you saw him like because you were like right there. Like he did it in front of you.
I'm demanding half.
Half.
Oh!
You should split it 4 ways. Granted, I didn't see
Half?
anything.
Half,
I hear.
bro, half.
I'll say half. We don't have to tell anyone.
Wait, I gave you that $75 bag instead of the $100 bag. I spent $125 extra dollars in the bag, and I didn't even get to have a pet.
Oh!
Bro, I just have an empty bag for $100.
Fine,
And you're gonna come over
fine,
here? This is
fine.
my reimbursement
That was
for
your
such
choice.
A
purchase.
third. A third.
You get 0, bro.
A third.
You get 0, bro.
Intimidation check.
You guys both do intimidation checks.
Alright. 5.
19.
Okay, yeah. You ain't getting shit, Wilbis. Sorry.
Give me that.
Ain't budging.
Alright. Wilbis will remember this.
Wilbis will remember that.
Yeah.
Alright. So we're in this bar. We have the pieces of the old innkeeper in half of this monster box. You guys doing anything with the bodies? Are we cleaning up?
Yeah, let's just throw it in the body.
It's,
bag.
I'm saying, we could probably just throw it out there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we doing on food?
Should we just burn the place down?
No!
No.
There's no evidence after that. There's probably some more stuff in this building too.
Can we check the
tons of
innkeeper's
So you want to
room?
burn the place down, or you want to go searching for the stuff?
That
So-
is a great idea.
Let's go. Can we check the innkeeper's room?
The innkeeper did not live there.
He had an
He
office?
had a house somewhere else in town. The rooms that are in the hotel, the one you guys rented out was rented out by Jimmy. The other one was said to be Wilbis's while he was getting on his feet.
Can we?
Is there any other rooms?
Yeah. If we find
Is there
any,
a
like,
back
There are none. It's a very small inn. There's like
There's-
a
yeah, so does
very
he have
small
any
top
keys?
level.
Is
Yeah.
anything
Do you
hidden
have
under
any
the
keys
bar?
around?
a
You
safe.
can do an investigation check if you like.
A safe.
I'll
Yeah.
investigate. Anyone else care to investigate? I have 20.
19.
17 plus 3.
I guess I don't need to investigate.
20.
You guys.
Okay. So yeah, you find. Go ahead and roll a d4.
1.
3.
3. There's 3 gold under the bar. You managed to scrape out 3 more coins. Wilbis.
Full return.
You find some like paperwork. It seems that he owed Callus Fangirl some weird money. It seems to be a hush payment. Yeah, more or less the same. Probably for harboring the gnomes. Okay, cool. Well, everybody go ahead and give yourselves a short rest. We'll just say that you guys are probably chilling at the tavern until you guys are
Do we
going
reset HP? Bless you. Do we
you.
reset HP?
It's going to tell you to roll for a certain amount of HP.
Then it says Barbarian hit die. 1d12 plus 1,
That's
total
right.
1.
So roll a 1d12.
What is that? 9. Oh, I can heal.
You should be healed 9.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely, yeah. Cool. Alright, Sean. Well, go ahead and give yourselves whatever that healing thing is, your short rest, whatever it does.
You all have-
Cool. So you guys are sitting in this tavern thinking about the next move or waiting to meet up with perhaps Jimmy Chestnut a little bit later to pursue Callus in his shipping facility. Well, I'm tired, y'all. I think that's where we're going to end our session, right before that next dungeon. Yeah. Rest in peace. We lost some folks.